At 6, a CBS 46 exclusive. The Secretary of State's office launching an investigation into an Atlanta mayoral candidate after CBS 46 uncovered a slew of allegations against her.
Among them, running for office with felony convictions, stiffing campaign staff out of thousands of dollars, even violating campaign finance laws. Investigative reporter Rachel Polansky live outside of the Secretary of State's office tonight with this exclusive. Rachel.
Good evening. I just talked with a criminal investigator with the Secretary of State's office behind me here. He has been assigned this case after we brought these findings forward. Now, we tracked Kirsten Elise Dunn from Texas to Atlanta, and she has over a dozen criminal charges. I took these allegations directly to her.
I just feel determined.
Kirsten Elise Dunn refuses to allow life experiences to define her. That's what it says right on the homepage of her well-designed campaign website. A website that Cassandra Campbell says she helped create.
Her logo, her design, each color had a significance.
Campbell was hired as a strategist on Dunn's campaign, and she's one of 5 former staffers who tell me they've not been paid a dime.
She played a lot of us, like we were all victimized.
You're raising money, but where is the money going?
I experienced a lot of things that were not supposed to happen.
Dunn is upfront about having a troubled past, and she admits to spending time in prison in her early 20s. She fails to mention the rest of her rap sheet. That includes charges of fraud, theft, and tampering with government records as recent as 2015. Georgia law also bars anyone convicted of a felony from holding office unless he or she receives a pardon. Has that happened? Have you received a pardon?
I have. For my felony charge.
It was an answer that kept changing throughout our interview.
It was not a pardon. It was a, I lost the word just that quick. Basically where it was just forgiven.
And who signed off on that?
It was judges in Texas. I don't remember the judge's exact name.
But that's not how it works. Dunn would have had to go before the Texas or the Georgia Board of Pardons and Paroles, and neither had any record of that.
You're not allowed to run for office because you can't hold the office.
And that's not all. Professor and attorney Manny Aurora also had questions about Dunn's fundraising. After we showed him that the donate button on her website took users to an app for small businesses, where it shows the funds going into her personal company, Business for Social Change.
I've never seen any politicians actually taking money and putting it into their own personal account before. How are you spending it? What are you doing with it? And yeah, that looks to be looked into.
I 100% fell for it.
Molly Mayfield is another ex-employee. She worked for Dunn at her now bankrupt marketing agency in Texas, and she too says she was never paid.
She's just hopping from Texas to Atlanta, and who knows where she would go next.
It's not just one person though. There's, multiple people from your campaign, and there's multiple people in Texas. So it does look to be a pattern.
Absolutely. I can see how it can look to be a pattern. It's not one. It's one that's being fabricated.
While Dunn has only filed one campaign finance report, and it was over a month late and incomplete, so we still do not know how much money she raised or what she's done with it.